Hey guys, within a few weeks it will be Christmas, and with Christmas we will give each other some presents of course. But which RC car is the best present? In this video we are going to find out. Stay tuned. So guys, I just placed 12 different RC cars here on the table. So we've got 3 different sizes. Why I chose those? You know, these are almost similar by size comparison. So we've got 124 scale, we've got 112 scale and we've got 118 scale RC cars to look at. So in this video we're going to find out which one is the best Christmas present. Let's start with the battery. So all of these cars will come with a battery and with a charger of course. But which car has got the best battery? Well, that's very easy. That is the all new FMS FGX18. Why? Well, this car is equipped with the 2S 900 mAh LiPo battery. All of the other cars will give you some different type batteries or smaller batteries or even some smaller ones or even bigger ones which don't have got a lot of power. So in this case there's only one winner. And that's the FGX18. The next thing that we are going to look at is of course the charger. So all of the cars will come with a charger, something like this. Or a charger something like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. You know, all of the chargers are almost identical to each other. And yeah, these chargers aren't the best. They just use the balance port to charge the batteries and that's all to it. I really suggest to buy yourself a proper balance charger. You know, it's much safer to charge the batteries and the batteries will last longer. So is there a winner for this category? No, there isn't. The next thing that we are going to look at is the transmitter. So let's start with the worst one, and in my case that's this one from Eazyrc. So this is only 2 channels, you cannot control the light, it's very lightweight, it feels plasticky and it comes with the Arizona. But Eazyrc just changed it into this one and this one is much better. But which one is the best one? Well, I've got 2 which are pretty nice. So this is the Frsky, or I'm not sure how to pronounce the brand, but this is a very nice one. It's 3 channels, it's got an LCD screen and you can change a lot of settings and it comes with the Edge Warrior. Another one is of course the one from FMS and these are just amazing. So this is the 4 channel one and this is a different one. This is the 3 channel one, but I prefer this one. You know, this is one of the best. So yeah, which one is best? This is a draw. Now let's have a closer look at the cars themselves. So which one is the best looking? Well, that's a personal opinion of course, but I just wanted to give you some highlights. Just look at this Suzuki Jimny made by HG. This thing really looks amazing, you know. The light system inside here is just superb, you know, all the indicators, even this one and the one in the mirror, you know, it's functional. I really like the appearance of this car. But don't forget the Toyota Land Cruiser made by FMS. This thing has got just a ton of small details and it really looks like the real car. I really love this car. But if you're looking for something tough, you know, just look at the Edge Warrior. This thing just screams toughness, you know. I really like also the appearance of this one. So yeah, you know, appearance wise, of course, it's all personal. Now let's talk suspension. So on the table we've got a lot of different suspension types. So we've got oil shock, we've got like the leaf spring, we've got independent suspension, just friction shocks, you know. We've got a lot of different things. So let's start with the oil shocks, you know. The FCX18, the HG Suzuki Jimny and the Lemur comes already with oil shocks and everybody loves them. But in my opinion, they didn't find the sweet spot, you know. They are just all just too stiff in my opinion and you cannot get the full amount of travel suspension, and that's a bit of a downside. But the one that's very interesting is this one. So this is the first 118 scale RC car that has independent suspension in the front and in the rear, and I really like that. Just see this thing driving around, you know, this is so realistic. I really like that. But which one is best? Well, I think it's this tiny one from Hobby Plus, and let me tell you why. So this is just a simple friction shock, you know, and yeah, most of you don't like that. But in my opinion, the tension of the springs that they have used and the weight combination of the body and the chassis, this is just perfect, you know. When driving around straight out of the box, you can reach the full suspension travel each time, you know. This is just a sweet spot with the suspension and the stiffness of the springs. Which car has got the most functionality? Well, there are a couple of cars that I need to mention. So let's start with this one from FMS. I'm sorry, it's not FMS, it's the Rockhobby brand, because this car isn't licensed. What do I really like about this car? It's got a ton of small details, everything can be opened. You've got a full working light system. The steering wheel will turn when you turn the wheels. It's got a 2-speed gearbox. You can fold this seat down. You can add a canvas rooftop, you can add a trailer to this car. Functionality wise, this is just superb. And don't forget the Toyota Land Cruiser. It's almost as good as this one. But also this one from HG, this is also amazing. So everything can be opened with this car. You've got a light system in this car. The bonnet or the hood can also be opened. And it even got a smoke machine inside there. So yeah, which one is the winner? Well, I think it's this one. Electronics and driveline. So which is best? Well, we have a couple of cars to mention. So let's start with the FMS FCX18-24, the Lemur, and my own creation, The electronics inside here, the 2-in-1 receiver ESC combination is just perfect, The servos that they have used are very nice. It's got a 2-speed gearbox, the portal axles that FMS gave us, This platform is just amazing. But don't forget this little car. So this is a pretty cheap car, but it's got the biggest motor that I have ever seen in a 1/18 scale car, and I really like that, The modulation that you have with this car and the torque, it's just superb. But don't forget this one with the independent suspension, And I also love, the scale looking driveline of these types of cars. So in this case, yeah, I cannot choose one, There are just a couple of ones that I really like. Which car holds the best surprise? Well, that's very easy, and that's this one from HG. So appearance wise and functionality wise, this thing is a really nice car. But it has the biggest surprise of them all. Just look at this wheel, guys. It's 3-wheel drive. It's not a 4-wheel drive car. And I totally don't understand. No, it's not broken. This is just standard factory off, You can see some other YouTube videos and they will show you the same thing. But in a future video, I will just show you how you can simply modify this car and make it back in or transform it back into a 4-wheel drive car. But therefore, it's 3-wheel drive. This is the most surprising car. Toughness of the car. So yeah, that's a pretty difficult category to talk about. It all depends on how you treat the car. So let's talk about the scale models first. Due to all the small details on the scale models, they can break off easily, and therefore I don't think these are just the toughest cars. So of course the FMS ones are very nice and everybody loves them, But the 2-speed gearbox, the portal axles, there are just a lot of things inside these cars which can break. So if you're looking for something that is very simply made, just look at this one or this one, but I think that this one is the real winner. And let me tell you why. So performance wise, this isn't the best car, but it is very simple, it's easily made, there's not a lot of things that can break on this car, it's therefore I think this is one of the most toughest cars that I've got on the table. So guys, I just showed you a lot of functionalities of all of these cars, but which one is the best to buy? Well, that's all up to you. It all depends on how much money do you want to spend and what do you want to do with the car, You've got like real performance cars, or you have got scale cars, if something else, or a bit cheap but very nice, and very capable, or a little bit more tough, or even with a smoke machine inside there. It all depends on your wishes, of course. I will try to put some links in the description of all of these cars, so you can check them out for yourself. Alright guys, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you got any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.